How are you all doing today? Hope everybody is doing well. Little Miss Parker and I are just hanging out. Let me flip the camera. Yes, so that's what I'm doing. I got my hats all cocked at it. Weird to the side. But anyway, yeah, we are hanging out. That is me and the missus back there. That's Parker actually. That's kind of cool that it caught that. So yeah, I'm sitting in my living room. Flip it back over to the little miss of the hour. And this is what I'm doing. Just hanging out with my little one. So we got her little chair that she has decided to chill in. Got Baby Circus standing by. And of course, the man, the legend, Mr. Bailey over there. He's listening. He's listening. So it's kind of cool. So something I've been telling myself that I wanted to do, that I'm putting the effort into doing, is to vlogging a little bit more. And so this is my effort into doing that. And we'll vlog like, me being a dad, maybe on some walks with Mr. Bailey, maybe doing some work as a software developer / engineer. And I don't know, since COVID has got me trapped, I don't travel like I used to, which I used to do traveling vlogs and things of that nature. When I was in a car driving around in some random city or flying somewhere or whatever. And since that doesn't happen anymore, and there's no sightseeing to see, because, hey, hashtag COVID, this is a way to kind of fill that content in. Also, the Mandalorian new episodes coming on, and I want to start checking that out. But I'm going to watch them, I think I'm going to spread them out, and maybe do a little reaction to those. So that'd be kind of cool. Hope you join in when I do. You might hear an echo real quick because I want to make sure that this is picking up what I'm putting down, what I'm saying. I can't tell. Uh-oh. 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 Here comes the Barker. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, should be cool. All right, so let me unmute my laptop here and see if... Okay, so that works. Sorry if you got an echo. So yeah, this should be fun. So I've got to ask, what is everyone's plan for Halloween? Anybody out there gonna... She's teething, so that's gonna happen a lot. She had her first tooth. We discovered it last Saturday, and she's already got her second tooth. Look like it's trying to come in. So both on the bottom. and other than sleeping and a lot of saliva, she's actually been doing really well. A lot of babies get really cranky because it's irritating to them. You can imagine. She's been pretty cool. Yeah. She's gonna keep sliding down there. So you're gonna stare at my laptop real quick. You get the infinity screen maybe? I'm not sure how that's gonna work. Look at that. Laptop on laptop. I was trying to sit her up, but that didn't work. She seems okay with it. Sorry for my big finger in the way here. Yeah. Parker, you're so sweet. Parker, you sure are neat. Yeah, Parker, 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 Parker. Hey, how do you do? How are you doing today? Parker. You can grab it if you want. It's all yours if you want to. Her favorite thing are her hands. She's going all cross-eyed looking at it. Definitely has her attention, doesn't it? You are staying happy. Happy. Aw. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Yay. So, something cool is going to happen. So, Parker will be 6 months in December. And so we're gonna do a half birthday for her. And it's kind of cool. There's a lot of it's not anything a new idea. This is not something like that, that basically like I'll be the first person to ever do or whatever. But it's neat because some of the cakes that people have created for this, they're all basically half cakes, which makes sense. It's a half birthday, and of course the baby won't be having any because it's a cake. They're not big enough to be eating cake yet, but they're really cute. So they got all these half cakes and just the cool designs and ideas. Even like a half a candle and all that kind of stuff. So we're looking at some and trying to create something of our own or whatever. So it should be neat when this happens. I definitely will vlog it, not live, but record it and put it out there to you. It should be fun. And I know the cake is going to be, I think, a confetti cake. So, celebration. And those are pretty tasty. So it should be fun. So looking forward to that. But yeah, a lot of big things. Got her first tooth, getting her second. She is growing. She's going to be a tall one. She is you stretch her out, it's like everybody's like, wow, she's really long. She really is. So might have a tall child, which is kind of cool. I mean, her mom nor I are short, and we have a lot of tall people in our family. So I wouldn't be surprised if she is taller than her mom. It'd be interesting how tall she's going to get. Yeah. But we got a couple little costumes for her, and I'll take some pictures and maybe a little video. Yeah, hold on 1 second. You're gonna look up at the sky real quick. You're gonna slide yourself all the way down here. Is that your plan? Nobody wants to see your stylish Pampers. Nobody wants to see that. Oh, you think this is funny? That is pretty cute, pretty amazing. They're staring at our ceiling right now. Our generic ceiling. Is that better? Oh, are we upside down? How did that happen? Nope. Okay, just upside down on my cell phone. Very funny. What happens if I turn it? Anything? Let's see here. Super baby. Okay, so we'll flip. So that's neat. Okay, there we go. That's cool. As you see, we got a little Bailey situation over there. It's this little chair that he's currently not occupying. I wanted to stream G.I. Joe last night, even put it out on Twitter and Discord that's what I was going to do. It was all about it. Had everything set up, but Little Miss had other ideas. Her mom she works at the hospital, so she worked night shift last night. And me and Parker ended up just hanging out and having fun. She stayed up a little bit later than I expected her to. I just let her tuck herself out. We had a lot of fun. But by the time I actually put her to bed, cleaned her up, put her to bed and all that stuff, I was tired too. And so I was like, well, I don't want to get on the stream tired, even though I told everyone I was going to, stream G.I. Joe Operation Blackout for the first time. But I decided, I'm just gonna wait. So the plan is to do it today. So we're gonna hang out. Got an appointment this morning, a little meeting. So sometime today, hopefully. And it'll probably be like, hey, I'm going live now. Maybe I'll put that out on Twitter or Discord or whatever, or you just see me playing. But yeah, it should be fun. G.I. Joe Operation Blackout. It looks like a cool game. They got a single player campaign, and then they got a multiplayer. And the multiplayer seems like, kind of the basic team, capture the flag, protect your base, attack your base type stuff. But it's G.I. Joe characters, which I find pretty cool, being a kid of the 80s and the 90s. And I'm really looking forward to the single player campaign. And the art style, the art direction they took for the game is kind of cool. It's like influenced by like how the comic book looked, but like with a modern twist. And the characters are all the characters if you know anything about GI Joe or what was it, Action Force over in Europe. Um, so you got like Lady J, Duke, Roadblock, Cobra, all the Cobra characters, Cobra Commanders, Zartan, um, the Baroness, Destro, etc. And the vehicles. So that'd be cool. But they're like a kind of a modern twist on it. So they got these thing called it's like Special Operations GI Joe, and they got some Target exclusives. Target is a store. If you don't know what it is, just in case you may not, it's a store. And I know it's here in the United States, and I don't know if it's like throughout the world or whatever. But it's kind of like a Walmart, but usually smaller and a lot fancier. And what I mean fancier is just nicer looking. It's not really fancy. It's just nice looking. Like you go in there and you're like, okay, I feel cool. The people are helpful. Everybody looks nice. As far as like you just don't, people, you're not seeing people come in looking crazy. You know how they make fun of Walmart. People going to Walmart just looking any old way. You don't really see that at Target. And they work hard to kind of maintain that and do that. So really smart of them, get them a little bit of a different look. And they have all the same products like Walmart or stores like that. They have their own brands or whatever. But even their brands, which I'm sure are probably the same as any other store, just seem, maybe it's the displays probably and the customer service, but they just seem better. So smart on them. Smart on them. Anyway, they have a Target exclusive GI Joe, and so which means you can only get it at Target, and it's cool because it's cool and it sucks. Like I don't have really any toys per se. I got like bobbleheads and things like that. Maybe some figurines here and there, but they came out with the special collection of GI Joe, and the characters look really cool. So they basically took the original GI Joe from the '80s and kind of, made them a little bit bigger, kind of give them a little bit more modern design in some ways. Made some of the stuff functional on them, so if they had weapons on them, they couldn't come off like they were just like a holster with a gun in it, but you can't really take the gun out. Well, these toys you can't. You can't actually take the gun off or whatever. So that's cool. Same thing with like the belts and the harnesses and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of things that were built on, you can actually take off, which is neat. And it gave him more articulation, so you can put him in different poses. But what really caught my eye, other than just a cool look, and again, she is teething in that spit up stage, so that will happen. Hope that didn't gross anybody out. She says it's just where I am, just a baby. It's what I do. That that's what else? Oh, so the Cobra Troopers, the regular Cobra Troopers, the blue troopers with the covered up face and the red Cobra emblem. Troop builders, they call them, because you can buy a lot of them and, they all look the same and, just a generic army or whatever. And I always liked their style, the way they looked or whatever. I always thought that was pretty cool, their outfits, their uniforms. But they updated those and put them out, and they're just cool as hell. And it's funny because out of all of the other characters that they made modern updates of, Zartos, the Baroness, Duke, Lady J, I can't think of his name now, Roadblock, Gun-Ho, etc. They are the coolest looking, and they went so fast that you can't get them in stores. And now, because people went in and bought like, a silly amount of them so they can flip them and sell them, which sucks. The figures only cost like $20, which is a lot for a figure, but they're, like I said, they're really detailed. I think totally worth it. Look cool just sitting on the shelf or whatever. And so people went out and bought them and flipping them, and they're selling like for like $200 or more online. And I'm like, man, so you can't even go to a store and get them. And of course, like toys and stuff don't really sell like they used to. So stores like Walmart, Target, things like that, they don't really carry toys. Like they used to have those really big toy aisles when you were young. You go to the store, and they have those, just aisle upon aisle of toys, And whatever's popular, they may have like a whole aisle of it, just that. Well, now it's not like that. They may have like one row or one aisle, and Target's like that. They got one aisle for like boy toys, I guess, one aisle for girl toys, and then one aisle for like Legos of all types. And that's it. And it sucks. And there's like, they're never there. And like every once in a while, I see that it's at a Target, but it's like on the other side of Houston. And Houston's like the 4th largest city of the United States. It's huge. You can drive for like an hour and still be in Houston. Easy. And God forbid you get caught in traffic or construction or bad weather. That's just a bad day. You'd be in traffic all morning or all afternoon. So every once in a while, they'll have them like in stock at one of the Targets nowhere near my home, but they only have a couple. And everybody's getting the same notification I am. And so I hate to drive like all the way across the city and get there and they're out because they won't hold them for you and you can't get them online. You have to go to the store and get them. And the 2 or 3 Targets near me never have them. They have some of the other characters I don't care about. And that's the only one I want. And I'm like, this sucks because I wanted to buy 2. One to take out the case, the packaging to kind of set up, and then one to keep in the package. I wasn't gonna sell either one of them, you know. I just thought they looked cool on my little shelf of stuff. So, but anyway, it's the video game. The reason I'm saying all that is in that art style. So if you're looking for the old '80s cartoon and you like see them, you're like, wow, they look different. Or, you know, even the comics. That's why they're putting a modern take on those classic looking characters. And I think for the most part, they've done a good job. There's only ooh, that was a good one. Oh, goodness gracious! All right, let me clean her neck real quick. Oh, baby, spit up. You get a view of the ceiling again. The wonderful ceiling. I know. Next time I might plan this a little bit better out, and I actually put my phone or maybe put OBS on my laptop or whatever, so that way I can interact with her a little bit better without putting you up to the ceiling. Yeah, baby. But yeah. So you're looking at a light bulb and a vent, and look like one of the windows. All right. Wait a minute. Oh. You're so cute. You're so cute. You're so cute. You want to say hello to the people? Say hello. Hello. Okay. She's like, you know, I will slob on your camera. All right. I got her situated. Got her cleaned up. She said, I will be messy again in about 5 seconds. I don't know why you wasted your time doing it. And I'm like, I know. All right. There we go. So she likes grabbing these. So sometimes she'll clean her own mouth by accident, which I think is funny. She's like, I got it, Daddy. But anyway, I'm looking forward to playing it. I think it's pretty cool. I actually watch a couple of YouTubers that review G.I. Joe, like media and toys and stuff like that. And I find them pretty interesting. Cobra Commander 788, if I remember correctly. I think that's Hooded Cobra Commander 788. This is one of my favorite channels. It's a guy out of Oklahoma who is a big collector of G.I. Joe. I mean, he's got a silly amount of stuff. It's pretty awesome. G.I. Joe, was my favorite toy when I was young. So it's all I would want for Christmas and birthdays and, you know, all I would spend my allowance on. So I appreciate those who kind of keep that going. And of course, they're all like, well, the majority of them are like in their 30s and 40s who are into G.I. Joe because that's the time frame, you know, that basically all of us was young playing around with that stuff. I know. Ooh. It's the Elefante show. The Elefante show. It's the Elefante show. The Elefante show. Hi, I'm the Elefante. Yeah. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Mr. Sandman, yes, give me a dream. Do 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 do. And of course, she puts everything in her mouth, which she's teething, and that's what babies do. It's how they explore the world. I actually just found out recently at the pediatrician because she went there Monday before last, that at this stage in the baby's development, their brain, a large portion of their brain is centered on their mouth. And so tasting, chewing on stuff to get that texture, that sense and all that stuff, that's where it's all at. Their sight is highly developed, but that's not where the majority of their brain power is going towards. So, yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool. learn something new. It also makes sense that if that's the case, then that's why they're starting to develop teeth, and will be okay with eating different things or trying different things, different textures, other than just milk, liquid. So like we tried her first baby cereal this week, and she made more of a mess than anything, which we expected, but it was cute. She actually took the spoon from us and was trying to feed herself, which I was like, okay, that's cool. And the pediatrician says, yes, they actually watch you when you're eating, and you'll see them mouthing, like chewing, so they're practicing. And so you'll see things like that. So I thought that was really cool. But she really seemed to enjoy the cereal. It was a rice cereal, so they have rice, oatmeal, and a couple of others. And the flavors, we tasted it because you gotta try it to see what it tastes like. It actually tastes actually okay, but then the aftertaste was like, oh, I don't like that aftertaste. But it's cool, and it was funny watching her, kind of gum it and lick on it and try to figure out like what's going on, because again, it's just new. She's been all liquids, and now this is something that's not really a liquid, but it's not a solid either. So what is this? But she seemed to enjoy it. And she definitely ate. She ate enough. She got a lot in her system. So, and she digested it well. So nothing came out odd looking. I was wondering, like, okay, what is these diaper changes gonna look like? Once this get through the system, because this is something different again. But she was totally fine. So, do 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 do. Elefante show. Oh, the Elefante show. Beep 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 beep. Yeah. So she's got the spittle thing, so she does that for fun. She will even cough for fun. Like, we thought it was cute. At first, we were like, "Oh, you're coughing," and it's all about like finding something new and doing it. You ready? So I guess little miss. Ooh. One second here. We're going to see them again. Is ready to call this show over. Are you ready to call it over? You just want to get out of you just want to get out of there. Okay. So we can continue. All right, everybody. Up. Give me 1 second here. Let me put a bib on her. Then we'll change camera angles and hang out a little bit more. She should be getting hungry soon. So that may end the stream. The bottle's already ready. It just needs to be heated up. So you might get to see my dining area and kitchen. If I can hold her and do all that at the same time. Otherwise, we might go off air and come back a little bit later. All right. See how this looks. It's a little delay before I see it on the laptop to see if this looks right. There we go. We're sideways. All right. Let's flip this around. You can see a little bit of the living room here. Can I flip this around? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Say hi. And you know how kids are always, when it comes to technology, they just seem to pick stuff up because they're introduced to it a lot earlier or whatever. She's definitely going to be the same way because of COVID, obviously we don't get to, we're sideways here. Because of COVID, maybe daddy needs to learn how to use this. We should flip. Yeah, because of COVID, she hasn't got to see a lot of her family because we live out. We're neither one of us are from Houston, so all our families are in different places. But only one of them has got to come out before it got, we had a little bit of a break when we thought it was a little bit safer, so she came out, but then things got crazy again. So she's getting really used to Zoom calls and video chats of, all types. Whether it's on the iPhone, Android, using their native software or something totally different. Even Facebook, all that, we use it to connect with family. Because, everybody's got something different. So, trying to get the older family members to sometimes use their phones is challenging, but, they all, everybody got a Facebook account for some reason. So, you can get on there and do stuff with them. So, it's been cute. But the reason I'm telling y'all this is because she's getting really used to the camera, so she knows when it's on her. And like, oh, time to interact. So, uh-oh. think it might be time for you to eat. So, me and Parker are going to sign off. We're going to eat. But don't be surprised if you see us back. And maybe in a different situation, different background, doing something different. Maybe the same thing. We don't know. But today, again, try to do some G.I. Joe. And maybe we'll talk about some Mandalorian once I actually get a chance to watch any of the episodes. So, say bye. Bye. She's like, I will say goodbye when I want to say goodbye. She's like, how dare you? How I was saving that slobber, spittle, slob, spit for later. All right, everyone. Bye. Betty says bye too. He's over asleep. So see you later. You can see, boy, those eyes. I didn't sleep a lot last night because, of course, since I'm here by myself, I was, I'm used to her. She sleeps really well, but still, every little sound I heard last night, I was up. So got the bag under the eyes a little red, but that's okay. That's okay. All right. So I'll talk to you later. Bye. Bye.